What's up, my chads? Welcome back to another video. We haven't done this type of video in a while, so I decided to do another one. Let's see what this ultimate new video is about.
I was the only boy born into a girl's village after 20 years. When you're the first boy to be born into a village chock-block full of girls after 20 years.
It's about that I want to kill that baby. No baby is gonna look at me with those wiggly eyebrows and it's gonna survive. And for those people who can't take a joke, that was a joke.
Okay, so I live in a small village in East Europe, and the women have been giving birth to only girls for the past 20 years. We aren't really sure why, but my village believes that they got cursed from a witch that they kicked out a long time ago.
Pretty good argument. I think the video's fake.
But if you ask me, I think God is the one punishing us for kicking her out. On top of all that, people in my village are not allowed to marry people from the outside. So, the moment my parents realized I was a boy, they quickly wrapped me up in a blanket and kept my gender a secret.
Isn't there doctors? There's no way they did all that and they kept it a secret. There has to be doctors and nurses. A lot of people have seen your baby. They took the cords out. What do you mean? It saw its baby's penis. You can't hide that shit.
They told everyone I was a girl and that my name was Jackie, when in actual fact, I was a boy and my name was Jared.
Not gonna lie, that's retarded as fuck.
A little bit weird, right? But my parents had no other option. They knew that people would freak out if they found out I was a boy.
This is gonna become funny in a couple minutes.
No one in our village had given birth to a boy in more than 20 years, and my parents didn't want me to get so much attention. They just wanted me to live a normal life. Except it wasn't normal, and I only realized that now, thinking back. At the time, I was none the wiser. I happily played with dolls and wore frilly dresses, and let everyone call me Jackie. I mean, I didn't even know I was called Jared. Well, that was until I was 5 years old. I was playing in our backyard when a woman appeared on the other side of the wall.
That's a bush, not a wall. Fucking retarded.
She was dangling some candy in front of my face, and like a little puppy dog, I followed her. I kept looking back, expecting my parents to come running out to get me, but they were nowhere to be seen.
If he knew he was still getting kidnapped, then why did he go? This is the okay. Explain what she's gonna do. Okay, it's not like the next thing she's gonna do is pull up his skirt.
There's a flying pig. I fell for it and looked, and the next moment, she'd lifted up my dress and said, "See, you're a boy, you little freak."
What?
I didn't understand what she was talking about, and then she explained that I was a boy and that my parents had been lying to me. Then she said the village mayor was offering a reward to the first woman to give birth to a son, and seeing as my parents were keeping me a secret, she'd hand me over and collect the reward money herself.
Yeah, but the problem there is that they're gonna have to do DNA tests to prove that you are the mother of doing that. But they don't have you're not the right DNA. You're not the mother because it's birth. You literally said the reward was for the people who gave birth to him, but they're gonna have the DNA test. And if you're not the actual mother who gave birth, they're not gonna give you it. You fucking retarded piece of shit.
I was too young to fully understand, but I knew I was in serious trouble. I started screaming and thrashing my arms about, and this only made her drive faster. I have no idea why I did what I did next, but suddenly, I jumped onto her knee.
That is one angry smile if I've ever seen one.
She couldn't see where she was going, and that's when we crashed. We could have died, but I didn't care. At that moment, all I wanted was to get away from that horrible woman. And it was my lucky day, because all that happened was her car got a bit crushed, but I escaped without even a scratch.
Excuse me, are you blind? Those are some scratches, you son of a bitch.
I started running back towards our village, and she was chasing me, but I was too fast for her. My parents suddenly drove by, and my mom burst into tears. Well, there was nothing that woman could do. She was well and truly caught now. Turns out she'd escaped from a nearby psychiatric clinic, and they came and picked her up promptly. My parents had no other choice. They had to tell the mayor and everyone else that I was actually a boy, and that my name was Jared.
No, you seriously did not have to.
But I like being Jackie, I told them. That just made my mom cry more, and when she switched my dresses for shorts and t-shirts, I felt strange. I thought no one would want to be my friend anymore, but I couldn't have been more wrong. All of a sudden, every girl wanted to be my friend.
God damn it, I hate when that happens.
I was the center of attention, and honestly, it was too much. I was just a kid. Suddenly, I had girls hanging off me, wanting to play with me all the time.
That's what she said.
How come I was more popular as a boy than a girl?
So the next couple of minutes, I'm just not gonna show. It's pretty boring. It's just him complaining about having a bunch of girls like him, and in my opinion, it's freaking bullshit. Like if I was like the center of attention, I'd probably like use that to my advantage, which is pretty bad. Yeah, but like except the fact that I didn't know any better, I wouldn't know any better. Like it just makes no sense. So let's just get to the next interesting part so I can talk about that shit.
There was one girl, Sammy, who was actually pretty cute. And after she basically begged and stalked me for weeks, I agreed to be her boyfriend. Of course, all the other girls were jealous, and I was worried I was about to start World War III.
Boy, if you don't.
Looks like Sammy won. I actually felt like I was really falling for her. And one night, she invited me over to her house. Her parents were out, so we started making out. She was really hot. She reassured me they'd only be home much later, but suddenly we heard the door. I leapt behind the sofa half-dressed, and then things went horribly wrong. Well, how did it go? Did he put a baby in you yet?
Wait a fucking minute. Enhance. That's a fucking male. Wait a minute. Why there's a bunch of males over here? You're not the only man. What the fuck are you talking about? Why does it look like the medieval times right here? I thought you said it's only been for 20 years. What the fuck kind of bullshit logic is this fucking story?
Come on, Sammy, we aren't paying you all this money so you can sit around. Give us a grandson already.
Okay, I am officially done with this story. The rest of the story is just about him chasing a bunch of girls to get revenge on Sammy for wanting to have a grandson, which then again is bullshit. But what the fuck ever, okay? He's starting to become a fucking Chad. And to be honest, in where he is, that's okay. That's fucking okay. But that's really that's all I'm gonna talk about. Okay. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It's apart from my music that I'm uploading. But this video is just a bunch of bullshit. And just remember one thing, kids: brush your teeth.